it's retarded because you're getting, like, what you got is cheaper than when I sell it to other people.
If I go to daylightperformance.com,
it doesn't matter what the website says.
Okay, so the website, so then what are you basing off of?
Exactly, because my dude fucks up the fucking website. If you need downpipes and the cold sides, that's extra.
What's up, guys? Back in April 20th, Midnight Performance, Manuel Gomez, Daylight Performance. I bought a turbo kit from him. He said he would ship it the next day. Like a week later, I got half of the piping and the other half was missing. His employee said that he would ship it the next week. Never happened. Then 2 weeks later, never happened. 3 weeks later, never happened. So then I hit Manuel back up saying, hey man, I'm missing the rest of my stuff. Could you please ship me it? And he said, nah, you're crazy, man. You only paid for what you got. He's telling me I paid $7,777 for this. I guess it's expensive. Fortunately, we hop on a call, and the first 4 minutes, he was talking about how I was wrong, how he makes the most. I was curious if he made the most or not. Thank you for letting me know, Manuel. When he finally let me talk, I explained to him a little bit more, and then he kind of was like, okay, shoot, you know what, maybe my dude messed up. He didn't mess up though. Manuel didn't mess up. His employee messed up. Whatever. He said he would ship the intercooler the next day, and then he would ship the rest of the cold side piping and the coil relocation, all the extra stuff by the end of the month. The end of the month happened. I didn't get intercooler, nothing. I got nothing. Or cold side, nothing. I got nothing. 23rd of July, I still have only what I received like a week after I paid, and which is like half, if not less than half of the turbo kit. On YouTube, I have the full video basically explaining it. And then after I explained it, I messaged him and asked him for a refund. He called me. And on the call, if you could guess, did he take accountability, yes or no? All right, so some very quick context. On the 20th of April, Manuel, Midnight Performance, aka Daylight Performance, he posted on his Facebook that he had some turbo kits for sale. He had the hot side, but he was still missing some cold side, so it would be a couple weeks out. I'm not sure what the timeline was. I hit him up. I said, hey boss, I'm interested in an F-150 turbo kit. I jumped the gun and bought the turbos, and I don't even need the downpipes. What's ETA on the cold side if you can sell without turbos/downpipes? Thanks in advance. I jumped the gun and bought the turbos. I can somewhat design and I can somewhat weld. My original plan was for me to design the whole turbo kit and me weld it. I bought those turbos in December, or like November of 2025. So it's been over half of a year. At this point, it's like half of a year and I haven't done anything. I'm busy. Maybe I don't do it myself. Maybe I just pay someone. That way I don't have to wait around, having the turbos laying around, the wastegates laying around, the blow-off valve waiting around. Maybe I just pay someone to do it. And I don't even need the downpipes. With their kits, they go back to the factory or regular exhaust. I don't need that because I plan on running cut exits. I don't even need the downpipes. What's ETA on the cold side if you can sell without turbos/downpipes? What year truck? 24, 10K, bro. Oh, what turbos you buy? So then the turbos, take out 2,000 more. So 8,000. With everything except turbos, downpipes, cold side, intercooler, 2 gates, oil feed, oil lines, feed and return, headers and nut pipes. Take off, cap, 2,000 more. So everything except turbos, right? Okay, 8,000. 2 gates, cool, ready for invoice. Oh, never mind, I have blow-off valve and gates. Everything except turbo, blow-off valve, gates, please. So at this point, right? Cool, ready for invoice. Oh, never mind, I have blow-off valve and gates. Everything except turbo, blow-off valve and gates. Take off 1,000. I liked it. That works. Ready for invoice. Send me email, name, phone number. I send it to him. Shipping address, sent it to him. At this point, I received the invoice through my email and I said, got the invoice. Before I pay, forgot to ask ETA to ship. So I wanted to confirm before I pay. That way I know what's going on. Tomorrow, if it's paid. 3 minutes later, it's paid. Cool, just paid, thank you. Okay, I'll ship tomorrow. 2 days pass. What's up, bro? Hey bro, what's up? Got a pic of your ID with the same name we shipping to? Yes, sir. You need me to send it? Bet, that works. Or to confirm delivery. Yeah, you can take a pic. Yeah, I'm trying to drop shit off right now. Bam. Send it to him. He sends me my address to confirm. Got you. I'll send tracking in a bit. This is the 22nd. It's not the day after, like he said. I'm not worried about that. So that was that. And then 3 days later, after paying, the day after I sent him the ID, I think it's a better timeline. A random phone number texts me 2 tracking numbers. And it says tracking. I assume it's the turbo kit, especially because the label was in Texas. So bam, I say, cool, thank you. I received the 2 packages for the tracking numbers they sent, but then I realized that it was missing a lot. So then I text that number because I'm assuming that's their customer service. You know, if someone sends you the tracking number, I think it's better to contact them instead of the guy just selling. Or maybe I'm wrong. I received those 2 shipments. Is there a tracking for cold side or has that not been shipped yet? Thanks in advance. Hasn't been shipped yet. Should be showing up later this week or next week. I then let 17 days pass. More than 1 week, more than 2 weeks. Like they said, I would have liked for them to update me, but whatever. Hey, any update on this? Thank you. Let me get into the shop and I'll check, bro. Awesome, thank you. So we are out of piping from the other people we owed, but we are having another batch of piping being expedited, so they're expected to be here in a week or so. It's not ideal because you said you would ship the whole turbo kit the next day. And at this point, it's been a month since I paid. Now, keep in mind, I paid $7,777. So it's not like $10. And even if it was $10, it's the principal. Anyway, let's forget about it. Stuff happens, right? Another 2 weeks later, this is June 3rd now. I ask him, hey, any idea on when that'll be arriving? Thank you. Let me ask Bossman to get an exact date. Got it. Thanks. Radio silence. It's the weekend. I'm at In-N-Out and I'm waiting for my food. So I go on Instagram or Facebook, one of the two. I check their story or their post, one of the two, I'm not sure. And basically they have a freaking trailer load of turbo kits, basically saying they got a ton of turbo kits. But it's the weekend, and maybe, maybe that was recorded that morning, and at this point, maybe it's in the afternoon. I don't know. But point is, I didn't see that video as soon as it was posted, right? I saw it a couple hours later. Maybe they're enjoying life. Maybe they're with their family, whatever. I'm not gonna interrupt someone. Hey, bro, what's my turbo kit? While you're at dinner with your family. So I waited for Monday, and I basically said, hey, saw a post about shipment that came in during the weekend. Wanted to see if the remaining piping would be in that mix. Thank you. What pipes are you missing from the kit? If you scroll up, you would probably see. I only have the manifolds and the pipes that go to wastegate. So missing everything after turbo. But after the turbo, it's a piping that goes to the intercooler, actual intercooler, and then intercooler to engine, and then the rest of the stuff, that little stuff, right? Did you order through the website or pay invoice? Literally seconds later, I said invoice. No reply. I got ghosted. So bam, next day, I bumped the message, bump please, boom, ghosted again. At this point, I got ghosted twice by the employee. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I paid Manuel, I'm gonna hit up Manuel. So I hit him up June 10th. The day after, I got ghosted for the second time. I said, hey boss, hope all is well. I haven't received anything after the turbo. Code side, intercooler, or down pipes. The pipes that go from turbo to the atmosphere or whatever. Because remember, I didn't want them, but at the end, we just said everything except turbo, blow off valve, wastegate. Maybe he didn't want to split up everything and then just have another set of down pipes. So I figured whatever, I'll just pay for it. Ship it tomorrow. He said, send me text of what you texted the number. I don't charge you for that stuff though. Wasn't it supposed to be everything except turbo gates blow-off valve? I then sent him the screenshots, same ones you had seen. He then replied, not for the 10. It's no down pipes and code side, only intercooler. But when I get them, I can hook you up. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you for hooking me up for something that I already paid for. I then said, hey Manuel, thank you for getting back to me. Looking back at the text from April 20th, when the price went from 10K to 8K, you messaged me saying it was with everything except turbos. And then you listed down pipes, code side, intercooler, 2 gates, oil line feeds, and return, headers and nut pipes. Then right after that, I mentioned I already had the blow-off valve and gates, so you said take up 1,000 to make it 7,000 before I paid the invoice. Just want to make sure we're on the same page based on what we talked about when I ordered. Thanks. After that, he called me. You can see it was an 8-minute call. First 4 minutes, I didn't get to say a word. But half of the conversation was just him telling me that I was wrong, him telling him that he makes the most. I didn't speak. By the way, thank you for telling me, Manuel, that you make the most. I'm glad you do when you don't ship stuff out. When he finally let me talk, I explained to him, man, your turbo kit on the website is $8,000, right? You can buy it today at $8,000. Let me show you. You go on the website, right? And you option it. Turbos, no thank you. I already have the turbos like we agreed. Wastegates, no thank you. Blow-off valve, no thank you. Intercooler, normal 4.5 inch intercooler. Air filter kit, we never mentioned it, so no thank you. Plumbing push lock, never mentioned it, so thank you. Add to cart. How much is that? $7,500. After I said that, there was like 5 seconds of silence, and then hit him. Finally, like, oh shoot, my bad. My dude fucked up. He didn't mess up. His dude messed up. So at this point, he's like, shoot, okay, you know what? I don't have any intercoolers, but I actually have one that was welded here in the USA. So I can send you that tomorrow. The rest of the piping, it doesn't get here until late June. It comes from China, so shipping delays, whatever. So I'm like, okay, you know what? That's cool. So from there, he basically asked for a picture of everything that I had received. I got everything out the garage. I laid it out, sent him that, and he said, lol, my bad, man. My dude tripping. Your dude's tripping. And I said, it's cool. Thank you for checking on this. I think I've been more than polite. That was June 10th. It's July 23rd. It's been a month and a half. Haven't received the intercooler. Definitely haven't received any of the cold piping or anything else. You know what? Let's text him right now. Yeah, at this point, I don't want it. All right? And I'll say why right now, but let's just text him first. So let's say, hey man, honestly, it's not gonna work out. Can you send me a label and I can ship the stuff I've received back to you for a refund? I think that's fair. I'm not keeping his stuff, but he won't keep my money. Now we wait. You might be wondering, Kevin, why'd you buy from Midnight? Why didn't you buy from Bassy, True Street, Helium, heck, even On 3? Honestly, it's just the wait time. I didn't want to wait. I already waited 6 months with the turbos. I just wanted to get it done once and for all, right? And that's what he promised. Promised me that it would ship the next day. He replied, shoot guys, bro, my phone's gonna low-key explode. It's really hot. I said, what? My phone actually is overheating. Check this out. It's like ready to explode. Yo, what's up, man? My bad, bro. My phone's overheating, man.
Good. So what happened?
Bro, so I bought a kit from you April 20th.
Yeah.
We're at 3 months, bro.
3 months of what?
Of waiting for you to ship my code side. When did I tell you? Let me check, bro.
Because I made posts and I got kits and shit.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Hey.
Your employee, I texted him like 2 times. They're like,
So
no.
I asked you, can you send me the message? Because he's saying that he hasn't gotten a message.
Look,
from you.
I'll bump it.
Unless he's mistaken you for somebody else.
I sent you the messages from last month.
No, send me the last one that you have where this fool hasn't told you anything.
Oh no, I haven't texted him, bro. He already ghosted me twice. What's the point of I'm talking to a wall, basically?
Alright, well send me that.
I sent you it. A messenger.
Where at?
A messenger.
Okay, where did he ghost you at though?
On that, I think it's that second one, where he asked, "Did you order it through the website or pay an invoice?" I said invoice. Got ghosted, right?
Wait.
Then like the next day, I told him, "Bump please."
You messaged me, and you sent me those June 10th.
Right.
It's supposed to be everything. Not for the 10. It's not the downpipes and cold side. Only intercooler. The one that's not gonna hook you up. Now you're getting back to me, looking back at text from April. The price went from 10,000 to 8,000. He messaged me saying it was with everything except turbos. The only list of downpipes, cold side intercooler, 2 gates of oil lines, feed, returns headers, and upwards. And right after that, I mentioned I already have the blow-off valve. You said take off 1,000 to make it someone before I pay the invoice. So let's make sure I'm on the same page. So what are you missing?
I'm missing the pipe that goes to the intercooler, and the pipe that goes from the intercooler to the engine, and then the coil packs and
Let
the oil
me
stuff.
let me scroll up and see what you needed at first. Hold on. Intercooler. Okay, it says take off 2,000 with everything except turbos, downpipes, and cold side.
Right.
Right. So you should have gotten your intercooler, your 2 gates, oil feed and returns, headers and uplines.
Well, we already had this conversation once where you realized that we had a misunderstanding.
You said everything except turbos, fuel valves, gates. You take off 1,000, so that's 7,000.
Right.
Okay, yeah. So if you need the intercooler pipe, you don't have an intercooler?
I don't have an intercooler.
Okay. So the intercoolers we're missing on the original shit. If you need downpipes and the cold sides, that's extra.
That's actually, we had already had this conversation, man, dude. So you're telling me your turbo kit is $8,000 originally. Oh, at the time it was 8,000, right? I kind of messed up. I think I had said that the turbo kit was $8,000 on the website, which it never was. I don't know why I said that. I was wrong, obviously. I was under the impression that it was 8,000 and that he gave me a bigger discount, but no. On the website, it's always been $7,500. I'm sorry for the confusion. I messed up. And
so with no downpipes and cold sides, I was selling them for 10 G's.
Okay. With right? Turbos?
Then you took off the turbos. I took off 2,000. That's 8,000.
If I go to the Daylight website right now and I order just the piping, intercooler, nothing extra, it's 7,500. And you're hooking people up. You're saying so 7,000. You don't think you're hooking people up for $500?
It's 7,500. It was 7,500 for the cold side, hot side. No turbos, no gates, no nothing.
Right.
Right. So I'm pretty much taking out $2,000 from the.
No, you're taking out 5,000 from what I could get on the store.
It's not 5,000. It's 2,500.
At the store, you can get it for 7,500. I paid 7,000.
Yeah, because you added. Let me see what else you got. What do you need? And I'll just send you what you need.
Low key, bro. I need a return label. That's what I need.
Low key. Okay, I'll send it back to you.
Cool. Thank you.
I'll send it to you, and then I'll just do the refund tomorrow.
Oh well, if you want to wait, So you get it back, but I understand.
Yeah, no, I'll wait.
Yeah, just wait. I'll send you the address.
It's like it's retarded because you're getting like what you got is cheaper than what I sell it to other people for.
Okay, so if I go to daylightperformance.com,
It doesn't matter what the website says.
okay, so the website. So
Because
then, what are you
website
basing
says-
off of?
Exactly, because my dude fucks up the fucking website,
Okay.
right?
So
whenever
when I
first
called
told
you,
with no
sorry.
downpipes, and no cold side pipes.
Okay.
So you're missing 5 pipes, and then the 4 downpipes. That's $10,000.
So when I had that conversation with you, when you called me on June 10th, I sent you the picture of everything that I got. You said, "Lol, my bad, man. My dude tripping. He's tripping. Why's he tripping?"
If I told I reply, sometimes my dude replies. So I'm driving right now, so I haven't really looked at what I said. If I told you where I said, my bad, my dude's tripping, and I said, okay, I owe you the fucking intercooler pipe and this other shit, then I'll just send you that shit. Because I've had them.
Well, I've been waiting for almost a month and a half, bro. But okay, you know what?
Dog.
It's cool, bro. It's cool.
I can't just come up with that shit.
No,
But if you want the refund, then I'll send
Yeah.
it to you tomorrow. It don't matter.
Yeah, that way. I'll send you. You need the shipping address?
I'll send you the label. I'll just
Cool.
email you the label. Send me your email.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you. Drive safe.
No problem.
I love the accountability. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Why did I buy midnight? The wait time. I don't want to wait. There's a guy named Bassie. He doesn't know who I am. I have no affiliation with him. His is a little bit more expensive, but it is made here in the United States. And just look at the picture between his stuff and the stuff that I received from Midnight. Another point I kind of want to touch on. I'm not saying the welds on the Midnight kit are bad, but the other ones are much nicer. And I'm gonna throw up the price difference right here. Honestly, it's not bad. With Bassie, you can get this for like 8,500-ish, which is a complete turbo kit without turbos, wastegates, and blow-off valves, just like it says right here. And with Midnight or Daylight Performance, you pay $7,500 and you get this plus the intercooler. That is if he decides to ship it out. Or not him actually, I guess his guy, his employee. If he decides to ship it out, then you get an intercooler too. For Midnight, I've been waiting. We're at 3 months now. I've been waiting 3 months. Bassie, the issue with him, it's not an issue. It's really part of it is that he takes, I think, 12 to 14 weeks. So if you want to order from Bassie, I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, by the way, but this is his Instagram. If you buy it from him, you get $500 down, and when your turbo kit's ready to ship, you pay the rest. Even if the other turbo kits look way better, I'm not saying this turbo kit is a bad product. There's tiers in quality, which, by the way, nothing wrong with China in my opinion. As long as it's a good product. This shirt was probably made in China. These shorts were made in China. The iPad was probably assembled in China. That camera was probably made in China. And it's good stuff. But when you compare something made here in the US that's higher quality and something made in China that's lower quality, there's a difference. But if it was the same quality, I think it makes less of a difference. That's it for today. If you guys want a harness to make your 2024, 2025, 2026 F-150 XL into a Lariat King Ranch Platinum, make that nice front end, you can go to 3nail.com or kevinscoolstore.com. If you want all your brackets for an SS clone, your honeycomb grills, 3nail.com or kevinscoolstore.com. Same thing. Apparently Kevin's Cool Store is kind of childish. Ram Air coming soon for the F-150s because you guys are buying dust collectors for like 3 times the price. And I think that's why these businesses are acting the way they act. So yeah, that's it. 3nail.com or kevinscoolstore.com. Heck, if you want a loan for 3 months at 0% interest, go to kevinscoolloans.com.